Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. I don't know what time it is for you because there's so many different time zones. I'm not even going to worry about it. But I'm going to start with opening up with some Palo Santos to start with this energy. I always wish everyone could have a scratch and sniff button or something because
So we can smell the Palo Santos. Yes, it smells so
yes,
delicious.
yes, because they should all be able to smell the different things.
Mm-hmm.
Smell and try the foods and everything,
Yeah.
when your people are making things. When I'm watching the
Mm-hmm.
food channel, it's like, oh, I want to try that little dish they're making.
Yeah.
But the
Mm-hmm.
Palo Santos is so nice, the smell of it. I mean, I love what it does for us energetically, of course, but oh, I love the smell.
Yes.
It just feels so good. So I'm gonna put this over here. We're just going to do a brief activation today, and then we're going to talk about my favorite topic, triggers. So, go over here. Actually, before we do that, I'm going to get in here. Okay. So we're going to open up, breathing up deep, up and down our pillar of light. Feeling a nice, calm space in our heart to center and ground. Feeling this nice, deep relaxation coming in, opening up. Oops. I apologize for that. Opening up, healing, connecting, moving in to our heart, the back of our heart, opening up with clarity. Breathing in these elements of peace, grace, and connection deeper and deeper into our heart. With each and every breath, we feel this. And as we do this, we go deeper and deeper down into the roots of Mother Gaia, feeling this deep, deep connection down, down into the core of Mother Gaia as we feel ourselves anchoring down into the core of Mother Gaia, the center of Mother Gaia, where we can feel ourselves magnetically anchoring in as our roots start to grow, opening up, activating, rejuvenating, feeling our deep, deep roots opening up and connecting, wrapping around the core of Mother Gaia. 2 feet, 6 feet, 8 feet, 12 feet, 24 feet, 2 miles, 4 miles, 8 miles, 18 miles, 24 miles, 44 miles, 88 miles, until it's gently, easily connecting with all avenues of Mother Earth, and you feel your roots expanding and growing and connecting with the root system of Mother Earth and her grid system. Feeling this deep, deep connection, opening up, down, down in the core of Mother Gaia, connecting deeply in, activating in the here and now. We open up this deep, rich, muddy, thick connection as we feel our roots start to rejuvenate and connect with Mother Earth. Now, connecting with that, we move up to our link star chakra. Opening up our link star chakra, we feel the beautiful connection with our ancestors, opening up and growing to all of our timelines and our highest timelines, connecting us with the rainbow energy that we hold in our blueprint and our magnetic connection to our highest of highest timelines and all the beauty we hold within our ancestral connection in here and now. We feel this beauty with ease, grace, love, and abundance, opening up, activating, and strengthening in our highest of highest timelines in here and now. As we feel this, we open up with our root chakra. Feeling our root chakra opening up, activating, rejuvenating with strength, ease, abundance, and the interconnection of who we are, our own beauty, our own connection to our authentic aspects as we connect with our own strength, our own ability to stand tall in the here and now. We feel the connection of Mother Earth below us, holding us gracefully, connecting us to all of our knowledge, all of the beautiful, blossoming goodness that we always have to connect with in the here and now. All of the things that give us nutrients, connecting and rejuvenating us in the here and now. Moving up, we feel our sacral chakra opening up in the back. We feel our sacral chakra opening up on the sides. We feel our sacral chakra now opening up to the front. Feeling our own inner connection to the strength, the healing, the worthiness that we hold in the here and now as we connect with our own inner beauty, our own inner knowledge, our own inner truth, as we connect with this and hold strong to the highest of the highest of the highest timelines and our good, our value, our beauty, and all aspects in the here and now. Connecting with our ability to trust ourselves with this beauty, with our own inner connections and knowing that we are strong and that we can connect with this strength at all times, in all places, and in all dimensions in the here and now. And as we do this, we open up our solar plex. Opening up our solar plex, we open up the beauty, the five suns power of the beauty of our solar plex. And we feel the rays coming in to connect us with this ancestral beauty and all of this pink golden energy as we connect with all of the love, the worthiness, and the healing codes that we are now being given to show that we are of utmost value to not only ourselves, to our spiritual team, and also to Mother Gaia. And it is now time to honor this within ourselves. Opening up new avenues of value. Higher value codes, higher connections of inner love, of seeing this love within ourself so it can be reflected in the outside world. As we see within, it will be reflected without. Opening up our heart chakra. Kuan Yin, Lady Nada, and and Mother Mary come in with Serapis Bay, and they continue to offer healing codes as well as new higher dimensional knowledge as they realign our they start to realign with the karmic board for higher dimensional connections, for our heart to connect with higher vibrational energies in the here and now. The Arcturians come in for heart healing and higher heart healing in the here and now. The Arcturians and the Sarians, the Orions, are all coming in to assist in higher heart, thymus healing in the here and now. Archangel Michael, Archangel Raphael, and Archangel Metatron come in to adjust and align our throat chakra and our casual chakras for all cords, all attachments, all curses, all hooks, vows, and hexes. Releasing anything that is not aligned with the highest of the highest of the highest good in the here and now. They now bring the violet flame and blue light down and up our pillar in the here and now. And as they do this, we feel the most beautiful white and golden light coming in to connect with our crown as it comes in to connect and align the crown, feeling the most beautiful white and golden essence connecting to activate, align, and purify the crown chakra in the here and now, feeling Archangel Christiel coming in to assist in the here and now. And as we do this, we feel this beautiful, peaceful energy coming over our pillar, opening up, aligning with grace, ease, and the most magnificent love codes going up and down our pillar. We ask for all of this to be taken in, and we feel this beautiful connection. I go in, and as we do this, we find this beautiful place with our angels and our spirit guides. And we ask for our Archangel Jophiel. We feel Archangel Jophiel touch our crown chakra. And we sense a glowing or pulsing feeling. We find ourselves feeling taller and taller, or our neck growing taller and taller. Maybe our legs are stretching, and now there's 4 of them. And we sense around, and we are now in the body of a giraffe. A ray of pale yellow light is pouring down into our crown. It feels warm and comfortable, and we sense it in the full keys and codes of information from Orion. It shows us the knowledge and the wisdom of Orion. Look down at your personal life. Feel the wisdom. Connect with your home. your family, your work, your friends. Look at these areas of your incarnation. Think of grace and graciousness. How can you bring qualities, this quality, into your daily life? A simple service of nature. What could you do to help? Look up and see the entire connected universe. Bring this knowledge of oneness down into your physical body. Take your time to feel the wisdom of the interconnection of all beings. And now it's time to shrink back into your regular size. And as you do this, thank your archangel for what they have given you today. And as we do this, we set up temples and chambers for Mother Gaia to anchor and activate through all dimensions of our fields for grounding. We set up a temple and chamber for divine union to anchor and activate through all dimensions and fields. We set up a divine presence communication temple to anchor and activate through all dimensions and fields. And we set up a divine love temple and chamber to anchor and activate through all dimensions and fields. We send blue light through all of our technology. We cocoon all souls, extensions, and aspects. And we ask for all of this energy work to be sealed and to be integrated with grace, ease, love, light, and empowerment, to send all of this energy work down to the core of Mother Gaia, accessible for all souls who are ready to receive. We thank Divine Mother, Divine Father, our source, our angels, our archangels, our ascension masters, the karmic board, divine presences, our guides, our ascension councils, the temples, Mother Gaia. Thank you, thank you, thank you. So be it, so be it. It is done. Okay. Okay, so I wanted to, so today we were going to talk about, today we were going to talk about triggers. And I know you and I have talked about it before, but
Yeah.
okay. So the things, when we are letting go of things to let go of, um, worry, some of the things to let go of is like worrying about what other people say, excuses, um, the need to control some other things in people's lives, fear of uncertainty, toxic relationships, addiction to social media, neglecting your neglecting your physical health, grudges, fighting things you cannot change, feelings of anger and resentment, and comparing yourself to others. Those are all very, it's easier to say that than always to do that.
Mhm.
So sometimes we will like, because we're a mirror, we will like see something or we will be in a conversation with someone and then all of a sudden we'll be like, oh, I'm really irritated, and we won't even know what it is,
Yeah.
or and then that's our trigger, right? And so the great ass doing practice with a pause is a wonderful way to go back to that vibration to heal. So what we do is we go and we figure out what it is first that is irritating. Okay? Because the person, really, it's not really the person. It's whatever that vibration is or whatever they're saying that is getting us to that's triggering us, that shows us what we get to heal, because we don't get to change them. As much as we would love to change the world, we don't get to change other people. We get to change us, and then that's how we get to change things, is by changing us, going in. So, because what things we get to let go of is worrying what others think of you or comparing ourselves. Those are things we get to change, or we don't get to change. So, what we get to do is, instead of worrying about how others are responding, we get to say, okay, let's go in and figure out how we can respond different. If this is if we want to
Mhm.
get mad or we want to get frustrated about that. Okay, so like for example, we're at a Christmas gathering and someone starts talking about politics and that bothers us, or someone starts talking about uh, you know if you're not a makeup wearer and someone wears makeup all the time and that really bothers you, you can go back and say, okay, what is it about that bothers me? Or because it's usually not that, it's something underneath. Or if it's someone who has a messy house and you're a clean person,
Mhm.
what is it that bugs you about that? You know what I mean? So there's always something there, you know and so um or even like if someone is consistently late, there's something under that. It's not them being late. There's a vibration under that. So
Yeah,
so
I
you,
agree. And
you know what I'm saying?
yeah,
There's a vibration under them being late. It's
right.
like them not respecting you when
Mhm.
they're being late, or them, not taking, there's something about them not being late that is upsetting you. And
Yeah.
so you can't change them being late, but you can figure out what it is about them being late that really bugs you, you
Mhm.
know and so then you can realize, okay, this is a high value for you, this particular vibration, or that the respect or
Mhm.
trust or consistency or whatever that vibration ends up being. So that's why um being triggered can actually lead to a lot of inner learning. or a lot of inner healing. So, first of all, if something is triggering you, first you practice. And I like to go in and meditate, or I like to go in and sit with it and think, okay, what is it about that particular thing? Okay, like for instance, my daughter. I'm going to use my daughter because it's general. My daughter, my youngest daughter, loves to keep a messy bedroom. Okay, and no matter how many organization things, no matter what we do, she likes to have a messy bedroom, and that really drives me bonky. Okay, and so I get to practice on, and they say, you can use different colors, you can meditate with different things, you can, use mantras, but I don't. What I like to do is just go in, figure out what is the vibration. What is the vibration, you know, that
Mm.
that is affecting me, because the more you can go into the vibration, the more you can heal that vibration. So what is it about, so what is it bother what about that is bothering me, that's what I get to heal, is it, because I don't think she's disrespecting me. I think it's more, I feel like she gets overwhelmed or something. She doesn't know what to do with her, yeah, something like that. But anyways, so I get to look at what it is and dissect that feeling. And then, so after I figure, you meditate on it, you think about it, then you sit with it. Sit with it as the feeling, and validate, internally, how does that make you feel? Is it a good feeling? Probably not. But why is it not a good feeling? And the further down you can go, like in your childhood or in your life, where have you felt that before, and why is that not um, a good feeling for you?
Mm.
Okay, so for me, a messy room goes back to my childhood. My mom was not a good, she had a lot on her plate. She was a single mom, and so keeping house was not a high priority to her. It was a I always thought, we should have a perfect clean house, and so it was a big deal to me. It was a big deal to the rest of my family, but it wasn't a big deal to my mom. And so it really bothered me that we didn't always have a clean, perfect looking house. And
Mm.
so now that, you know, so when my house is not clean looking, it affects me. That's where it goes. So yeah, I think that's what it is. Okay, so then you have to sit with it, think about where it goes back to. It goes back to me in like probably my grade school years, Um, and then so then you think about what actions will celebrate external validation of your self-worth. So like, as far as the room thing, it's, I wouldn't be it wouldn't so much be the same thing. It would be like, um I'm not going to go and, I'm letting her have a little bit responsibility for her room, but I can um choose the rest of my house, and that makes me feel better. And that because I get to choose how I feel about that, and we do get I do tell her, if you do this, then you get an allowance for that, and we work on that kind of stuff. So I guess, um but yeah, I we're always thinking about that, working through that, because that's a and when you can and then it goes to recognizing when you take actions you aren't aligned with your higher self. So when when I can, when are you triggered? When does this affect you? And when is it being, when is it, when are you going against it? There's been times when I was not as aware of what I was doing, and I would go back on things. I would do things and say, even though I wasn't, um, let me think about it, how to say it. Um, like people, I would want other people's approval so much or want their love so much that I would do things for them even though it was going against my gut. I don't do that anymore. But that's where that is going. So recognize if that feeling is coming. Oh, this is against
Mm-hmm.
your gut, So I'm aware enough to know, hey, this is not
Right.
in alignment with that. But when you can go back to those vibrations, you're more aware to know, hey, this is where you're feeling and this is where it's coming from. Because then you can heal the younger aspects versus just in the now. If you're just healing in the now, then you're going to most likely repeat it. If
Right.
you go back younger and younger, then you're healing a younger version.
Mm-hmm.
Um, Another thing is to ask yourself, if you mess up, is it really a big deal? You know, and accept yourself and the love and the imperfections, because through this process there are going to be mistakes, and that's just part of it. And giving yourself positive feedback and positive, because that's part of the soul lessons is when we're talking to ourselves positively, then it's going to go faster. But if we're always giving ourselves, oh, you messed up again, and saying negative feedback to ourselves, it's going to go a lot harder. um and then yeah, it's putting distance between your thoughts and your feelings and who you really are. That's more difficult than you know
Yeah.
than than it says, but because we feel so much like we are our thoughts, that and to separate that is difficult sometimes,
Mm-hmm.
and to talk to yourself like you are a friend or a dog. You're talking to yourself like you would your child, and giving yourself that love like your best friend or your child would, so, because that's the best way to be very loving, you know, because we don't, a lot of times when we're coming from this state, we don't know how to hold that space for ourselves.
Mm-hmm.
Do you have any feedback or questions?
Um, no, I mean, um, I, I guess when it comes to triggers, it is before, I mean, working with you, a trigger, I would just shut down, shut down, shut down, and it, I would get to a point where I would get triggered so many times that at some point I would just explode. I would get so angry or I would just start bawling for no reason. And so now I am extremely grateful for my triggers because I can now kind of what's the word I'm looking for? I can recognize better that I'm being triggered, and I can take that pause, or I can say, to my husband or to my kids, I'm upset. I need to go take a few minutes, and I leave to calm down or think about what just happened, and then approach the situation as best as I can with a clear mind and by responding instead of reacting. And so, yeah, I mean, I'm extremely grateful for my triggers, and I have learned and healed a lot through them over the past 15 months or so. So,
Yeah.
yeah, a lot of people are scared of them, but and I get it. They can be, but they're they're very healing to go through. And when you acknowledge them, it's like, I don't know, it just like flips a switch in you, and it's like, wow, you know you become very, very aware of yourself and what you're actually capable of, and it's an amazing feeling. So,
Yeah. You stop being so quick to get angry,
hmm,
and you start becoming a lot calmer and
right.
more. Um, yeah,
Patient with
yeah,
yourself, patient with the situation at hand, whoever you're dealing with. It's just, yeah,
yeah, I
it's
agree.
yeah, it's an amazing thing. So,
Yeah, and I think it gives you more awareness of the whole situation
yeah.
too.
Mm,
Yeah, because then you start understanding where the different vibrations come from.
right.
Yeah,
Yeah. And you
yeah,
appreciate them, because then because you can recognize them. So, yeah.
yeah, yeah. It becomes a lot. You're like, oh wow, I understand that.
Hmm.
And then it's almost like when you do
Yeah.
get triggered, you're like, oh wow, I get a new learning lesson. You
Yeah.
know?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Not every time, but yes,
yeah.
more
Not
often
every
than
time.
not.
Sometimes, yeah, sometimes it's not as
Yeah.
exciting, but
Yeah.
but sometimes it
Right.
is. Yeah, it depends on what it is.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes. Wow. Well, so tomorrow we're going to do a quantum healing. So if you want to think of something you would like to work on, let me know,
Okay.
just
Hmm.
think about it. And then we'll just leave it at that for today.
Okay.
So, guys, have a good day, and I'll talk to you tomorrow.
Bye.
Bye.